sure a little bit tricky.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him.
Oh my god, his eyes are so beautiful.
The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
You can do that to me.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up. Dazed.
So hot.
He may
Take it
need
back off.
a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Don't interrupt other people.
I'm gonna keep interrupting
Based
him.
on your story,
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Wait, that's kind of sick.
a declaration of war.
Holy shit!
And an announcement of what's to come.
There's
They
gonna be
have
war
set
in
their
Star
sights
Rail?
on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit.
Annihilation Gang
It
is
almost
Nanook,
seems
yeah?
like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and
So they're a
savior,
cult. Got
but
it.
the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase.
Damn, so we thought Ifrit and Nanook were like in cohets, but no. This dude's like just a fucking cult leader.
The fire demons
wants
have a cruel
Nanook to
temper
notice him.
and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and
Ifrit.
cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. That video will soon circulate. And this station's fate?
Flames.
Flames.
Damn, so
Nothing
people might actually die in
but
Star Rail.
flames.
Genshin could
The
never.
destruction of
R.I.P. Sonora.
trust.
Haha, loser.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You have a superior strategy, Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can.
On our way to Penacony, la 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 la. Screw them.
You're back.
They look so calm for somebody who just announced a war on the worlds.
I've been monitoring the dark web.
Oh shit, not the
barely
dark
managed
web.
to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger.
How can they even stop that?
How are things with you?
Mecha Mario? Literally, this is where you went after he,
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We don't know where the victims went.
to his
But Duke
mansion, bro.
Inferno's plan is now clear, and the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best
You guys are
environment
so beautiful.
for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Who's in a battle of attrition via intelligence, Alhaitham or Dr. Ratio?
Indeed. It needs one more spark.
I don't really know enough about it myself, so I feel like, but I know more about Alhaitham, so I feel like Alhaitham. Like, that dude never, he always has a book on him, you know?
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement
And he attacks
to
people
this,
with books.
there's
Alhaitham could
still
never.
room for excuses.
They're too valuable to him.
If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
It was like,
Stay calm.
that fucking sucks.
Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
Don't translate well in chat. You're fine. I figure that's what
I
you
will
meant.
head to Herta's office
just
and
funny.
activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Mr. Trailblazer. Hey, let's go. Get to see what he does, because I got no fucking clue, bro. They gotta tease us with a Frit like this.
Infernal fire is also a
not?
form of energy life form. The imaging device
Or he
will
just
pick up its
bitch
trace.
slaps people with his
Follow
butt.
it.
That's toxic. Oh my god, and the equations pop out? That's so funny. Not the equations. He has shit for crit though, I'm not gonna cap. Holy f.
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire. See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said,
This is
it
the one I
cannot
made
escape
earlier?
from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey?
Hunt it to death. Haha, get it cause he's hunt? Meow.
The fire is dying. This
I mean, I created one face flame. I don't know if it's the same one I made.
Still resisting. The fold in the space has
The one that
shifted.
Ruin May had me make, yeah?
I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance. For the theater of the mediocre.
That's it. That's his technique. Bitch, you know I'm sexy.
Troublesome.
Why I gotta put numbers above this shit? I hate this already. Not a number person.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points.
He goes chalk at their foreheads.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
I don't even know this is probably from his alt, yeah?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
Let's see what this alt
Crush
does.
them.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
What a bozo.
Zero points. Next.
So, does he put both of those into his next follow-up attack?
Answer me. Test. Fail.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Your strength.
Answer me.
Let's settle this.
I
Oh, let's him follow up attack more often, yes. Right, those two.
For the theater of the mediocre.
I would just taunt. Lol.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Answer me.
There's always a weakness.
So that means after this attack, he has a 100% chance to hit that one? No.
It came together.
Once I hit it.
0 points.
Makes sense.
You'll pay for this.
Yeah, I'm just trial and erroring.
Test. Your answers. Test. 0 points.
I hate the school bell ring. That's the one thing I dislike. Dr. Ratio feels all around pretty balanced. I don't feel like he's stupid busted like these other characters that are coming out. But it also could just be this f***ing noblesse bullshit they have on him. It's all tiny now.
Ignorant fools, blindly chasing the firelight.
The blessings of destruction.
The blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. But next
You
time,
ain't doing shit, bruh.
expect no intermediaries.
Oh shit.
I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sin.
Ifrit coming to the space station in person? That'll be pretty cool.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Oh?
Imagine it teleports his arm and cuts it off. That'd be crazy. Shit.
Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not. SAS per knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. I'm asking questions. Test. 0 place.
Nothing major.
Nothing major.
Your answers? Answer me.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I'm asking.
No matter.
SAS per Kibby. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Squash like a bug, bozo.
I'll see you off.
So this is the extent of mysteries materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong. Answer me. 0 points.
Interesting. It is kind of
You chose the wrong enemy.
to play.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Your answers? Test. SAS per knowledge. The
I don't even
measure
know
of
what that
truth
means,
and
honestly.
falsehood.
This battle is unavoidable.
Got the defense? Test.
Easy. Good luck. 100% skill. See you, bozo.
Good work. You did very well.
Thanks.
Rest
Mekamaru.
assured, Asta only had a fright. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers.
She couldn't find them sooner?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert. Many of them were
Crazy.
shaken by their experience when Arlen... Yes, it
It's
is
definitely
over.
not over, bro.
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any
Ifrit's gonna
internal
come in
aftershocks.
Star Wars.
But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
That's it?
I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your
Family's
concern?
leaving pissed. No, we're at the space station.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlam. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you.
To accompany.
Oh, and when
Must say
did
so.
you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi.
True.
Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
More candid.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness.
LOL.
That is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and
He gets so
triumphs.
upset about this topic, it
But
seems.
even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick
You
themselves
might be
up.
speaking from existence, or from
I
experience.
have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit. And it is capable of leading us to the
He's
right
got kind of a shitty
conclusion.
attitude.
For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Creepy. Trying to spark an awakening for people to be smarter. Can't fix stupid though.